Yeah, the Browns are back, baby. The Browns are back. What a game against Cincinnati, huh?
Wonderful game against Cincinnati. Rob, how you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Welcome back, man.
Oh man, thank you so much. Had some issues last week, but we good. How you doing, man? Man, I'm
Hey,
excited, man. Last week was wonderful, man.
hey, we all had some issues last week. You ain't do the show last week.
I know. I figured I was like, I didn't see no email, so I was like, thank you, because it's a tough week.
I was actually in Massillon hosting at Crackpot's Comedy Club. Shout out to Chris Kettler and Funny Noise Productions. Thanks for keeping using me in Massillon. I
I,
appreciate that.
I saw your
But
pictures. I saw your pictures from it. Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. But the game before that, we really didn't get a chance to go over that Steelers game,
Mm-hmm. We did
and
not.
I'm kind of glad we didn't. That game was if Boo Boo Tummy could be a football game, that was it.
You know what? In that game, they were playing really flat. So I mean, the defense was playing really flat. Well, actually, the whole team was playing flat. Like there was
Yeah,
no sense of urgency. You know what I mean? And even in the plays, like they used to be see ball, get ball, right?
yeah,
And they weren't. You know, even Jarvis, who's not normally was dropping passes, and the defense was just. Well, actually, the defense played pretty good. It was a pretty
yeah.
good defensive game because
That's what I'm saying.
they
Yeah.
didn't score, but the offense was just there was no passion. The most passion I saw was when Baker got hit on the sideline, and everybody was like, and then he got up and was like, "Rah!"
Right, right. That bullshit. All right. Now there's a lot we could. This show could be 3 hours long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we got to talk about the elephant not in the room anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
elephant. I've been pointing the trainers at for weeks.
right, right. My man here, he like peace out. I'm a ram now. Yeah, okay. We've been trying to ram you on the field for 3 years.
Dude, good riddance, man. I'm glad he gone. I wish the best for him. I don't wish like no, it just wasn't. It's not a good fit.
Yeah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, let him hear. Nah, 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 nah.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, good.
Goodbye. Exactly. Hmm. You're right.
Yeah, like I said, I wish the best for him too. When we first got news that we were going to get that kid, I was like, oh man, the Browns about to open it up. Then I
Yeah.
thought about the lead, the division we were in. I was like, we're kind of a running division, right? The
Hmm.
cold weather, the snow, the season changes.
Yeah.
We had a little bit more of a running team. It's hard to catch a football, for a 40-yard touchdown in 5-degree weather.
Well, you know what? That's what we say, and that's what we say because that's all we know. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? The Steelers was a running team, but they had 1,000-yard receivers. Cincinnati, as bad as Andy Dalton was, AJ Green was getting 1,000 yards every year. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So the balance we in the AFC North, you need to be a running team because wintertime is coming. So if you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
run the
Unless you got a
ball,
dome, I mean,
yeah,
unless you got a dome and you can open it up no matter what. You know what I'm
agree.
saying? I don't know why when we built the stadium, we ain't put a roof on it. That's crazy.
Hmm. Something about that wind hail deductible. They don't want to be messing with that when it comes to put the roof
Yeah.
on.
Shout out to Mike Polk. It's a factory of sadness. Who's performing, by the way, at the Cleveland Comedy Festival. If you guys haven't attended the Cleveland Comedy Festival, make sure to get your tickets. They got all kind of shows going on all weekend, man. So make
that
sure you.
started. That started already. So,
Yeah, it actually started. I think Wednesday night, Thursday, and shows have been going all weekend, man. A lineup of a bunch of fire comics. I'm actually not involved this year, but I
hmm.
hope to be involved in future years, man. So keep supporting live comedy.
Yeah, man, you've been involved in all of them that I've known for like
Every
the
time
last.
I think I'm out, they pull me back in, man. I'm Al Pacino. Hold on a second. We got somebody trying to log in. Dang.
What's up?
Hey.
Diddy Dirty
It's
Day.
a little dark because I'm in my car.
Hey, now that everybody's here, man, I want to let you know. I think I may have thought of a name for the show.
Hmm.
It's really simple and really basic, so it ain't in stone by any chance.
That's
So
a
what y'all?
long name, Rob.
Yeah, as long as hell. All right, what y'all think about B4L? Brown Brownies for life. I got it scrolling at the bottom so I
Who?
can see it.
The B4L show.
Oh, B4L.
B4L.
I'm all right with that. Brownies for
I
life.
like that.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if it sounded like
That's true.
a
That's true,
90s
Dave.
R&B group or something. People
It
gonna
do.
be like,
But
"Hey,
I mean,
that's
we can work with that.
B4L."
That's what I thought at first. Like, you Laffy Taffy now?
Right, I ain't dancing. If we singing, I ain't dancing. I'll be like the the fat dude in Drew Hill.
So he
Hey, I ain't
ain't do
dancing.
shit.
Sorry. Tell me
He ain't do nothing.
Look,
what you want.
we
I
could
want
be
us
the
to stop dancing.
we could be the dog pound scalpers. We only scalp tickets for the dog pound. We don't buy season.
Right.
We don't buy
That's it.
season tickets.
Stealing from our own community.
You kind of dark, damn. You got a light over there or anything? A lamp or anything?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in my car. Let me see.
He went tanning. He went tan this afternoon and got his tanning coupon off a coupon.
I know.
Yeah, the tanning group.
I know. I'm outside my girlfriend's house. She don't know I'm out here, so I leave the lights out. But yeah, man, we were just talking about the Steelers game versus the Cincinnati game and how the Browns look completely different in both games, right? The Steelers game, they look flat, unmotivated, besides the one play where Baker got knocked on his ass. You know, they really seemed like they wasn't playing with any passion or energy. And then they came out against Cincinnati and just punched them right in the mouth, right? Pick six, first possession. So which will a real, like, what's that Eminem song? Will a real Slim Shady please stand up? Will the real Browns please stand up? Which one do you guys think is the real Browns?
You know what? I think they both the real Browns. It's that, but the Steelers mentally, they don't know if they can beat them. Like the Browns tense up a little bit with the Steelers. Cincinnati, they feel like they can beat them at any time.
Okay. You know, a lot of people say Odell was the difference.
I say that.
Could one receiver who only got one pass thrown to him?
No, he had more than one pass in that Steelers game. He dropped 3 of them off the jump.
He dropped them.
He had passes.
I'm gonna sleep on that. He's dropping them.
Okay.
So here's the thing about that game, and this is what that game, I do believe Odell was a part of it because when he was throwing passes to him, he dropped them. He could have had somebody else in the game. And also the quarterback, who is our quarterback, feels more comfortable without him. So if somebody else had been in that position instead of Odell, we possibly would have at least gotten one offensive touchdown from the quarterback in that game.
I'm going to show you something that's going to scare the hell out of you. You ready? You ready to see it?
Oh, I thought I saw it already.
No. Here are the stats for the Browns versus the Steelers. Pay close attention to Baker Mayfield's passing attempts, the times rushed, and the throws, right? All of the passes. Here's the Browns versus Cincinnati. Almost the exact same numbers. Nothing changed. We just played a team that we was able to get off against, and our defense, held it down. But here's the Steelers. Nick Chubb had 16 rushing attempts for 61 yards. Baker threw 31 times, completed 20. Same thing for the Cincinnati. Chubb had 14 rushes, 2 less. Baker had 10 less passing attempts and even less completions, right? 14 versus 20.
So if I was to take,
they are the same team. I think I bring that up because I wanted y'all to see they really didn't do anything different necessarily.
Kind of.
Right.
And the only thing, and let's take Odell out of it because I'm going to be talking about Odell all the time. So let's take him out of it. The Browns offense is based off of play action passes. Right. We didn't run well in that game against the Steelers. The Steelers had a good run defense on us. So with them stopping the run and they was putting folks up at that line to stop the run, those play action passes that they was doing were like, who is you fooling? Like you ain't about to do nothing. So those play action passes which is a big part of what we're doing in the rollouts and all that kind of stuff wasn't working. What were you saying, Dave?
Yeah, I was saying
I thought he said something.
The system is the same. Like Stefanski does not have a wide receiver really friendly system. Wide receivers gonna catch only a few passes playing with him. But the thing that tripped me out is that Steelers game, the Steelers game wasn't Baker's game. I think that what Sleep was saying all the time is true. Odell was throwing them off because when we see Baker play in our division, if you look back historically, since he's been in the league, he always passes for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He do good against our division. But when he went in there with Odell does throw him off.
He does.
Now I want to
try. Hey, I want to. Can I say something?
Well, hold on. This is what got Odell kicked off the team, right? But potentially. Now I can't. Right. I don't think I can play the sound for this because of the copyrights or whatever. But we'll just watch a couple of minutes, just about a minute of this. This is the video that Odell's bad posted. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn this let me turn this sound off. Okay. All right. So here's the video that got Odell suspended. Can you guys still see that?
Yep.
All right. So bad pass there. That's not Odell's fault. Let's see what happens here. Odell is open. Baker don't throw it to him. Okay, so did you guys see this already yet?
Yes.
I did see it.
Okay. And this is a 10-minute video, so we're not going to watch the whole thing. But there are plays here where Baker is obviously looking at Odell, and he's not throwing it to him. Like right there, that ball should be gone. Right? That ball should be gone. And Baker hold it, and he scrambles for nothing.
Well, you know what? And this is just my thought process because
go ahead.
About this video, it's only gonna show where Baker maybe missed Odell. It don't show all of the drops where Baker throw it to him and he actually dropped the ball.
Right.
And if you're a receiver and you're supposed to be a number 1 receiver, the quarterback only gonna throw you the ball so many times before he lose confidence in you.
That's right. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. If you drop 2 passes, if you drop a pass from, especially in a crucial moment that you should have caught, this is what Tom Brady does. And try to see if you can watch this going forward. If he throws a pass to you and you drop it like you was wide open and you drop the pass, like especially if it's a 3rd down play and they go back and sit down, first play of the next drive, he throwing the ball to you. Right. Very first play. You catch the ball, we keep it running. If you do not catch that ball, you're not getting no more passes that game.
No, they might as well sit you on the bench.
Right.
Now, here's what I want to say just to piggyback on what Dame said. So, the only thing I've been saying about Odell, he's a great receiver. The only thing I've been saying is I don't think he can run routes. For Odell,
you don't think he's running routes good in this video?
No, yeah. Let me. I'm gonna expunge on it.
Okay.
This offense is based on crisp routes. They based on crisp routes, not just being not like Green Bay. You can even Seattle. You can kind of improvise on things, but this particular offense is based on clean routes. Just like the first thing you said, the first when we got on here is Baker throws to a spot, not a receiver.
Right.
So if he's when you're seeing these videos and he's wide open, what if he's not where he's supposed to be? Some of these offenses is based on they hike the ball and Odell may be supposed to come. He may not even supposed to be the person to get the ball on that play. His job may be to take a safety out of a position so somebody else can get the ball. But if he's in the wrong place, what's her name? Kinkabwala. What's her name? Aditi Kinkabwala said it a week and a half ago on NFL on NFL Network. She said, well, just because you see in the video, it's only showing one half or one person's view of what it is. But if he's not running the routes and not being in the right places, of course he gonna be open. He ain't where he's supposed to be.
Well, hold on. Pause.
Sure.
Every game that you watch in the NFL, the quarterback goes back after the offense gets off the field to the bench, and they hand him a little tablet, right? Where he could physically watch the plays that they just ran and who's open and who's not, right? Every team in the league gives their quarterback a little tablet so they can look and see who's open. They got to be looking at these plays and thinking to themselves, okay, when we run this, it looks like Odell is open. I mean, look at this. I mean,
But you know, it go back to what.
That kind, in all honesty, that kind of don't make no sense, right?
What
But
do you mean?
it all go back to what Sleep is saying about the offense itself as a route. If Odell is running his own routes, it's not like you can go back to the next play and know that he's gonna be at that spot again. He might be somewhere else on the field because he do whatever he wants. Now,
Like,
this my thing. This my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he the only one that can't catch passes or can't seem to Baker can't seem to get
Well, in all
connection with?
honesty, I'm not here to defend Odell necessarily, but Landry's dropped some passes too. I mean,
But Landry catches
everybody's
too.
dropped a few. Baker throws really hard sometimes,
What?
and the balls are not sometimes where they need to be. They're behind players sometimes, you know, a little high.
I mean, and yeah, that's true. However, every other receiver we got seems to be able to catch balls from Baker. Yeah, they might drop him every now and then because no receiver has catch every pass.
Right.
But why is he the only one that can't seem to get a good connection with Baker? It's because Baker is trying to throw to a spot. He's trying to run the offense. Odell is doing his own thing.
But okay,
I have a theory too, by the way.
One last
Go
thing
ahead.
on this, Dan, because like you said, we don't want to make this the Odell Beckham show necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Why the attempts are so low though? Why
So,
why are the attempts to Beckham so low?
I have a
They're
theory.
not even throwing his way.
I have
Well,
a theory
the
on
thing
that.
is, he actually, and I'm gonna let you go sleep, but he actually got the most targets out of all the receivers. We have a run-heavy offense. You
Mhm.
only gonna get 4 or 5 passes as a receiver on our team because, especially with Baker, because he'll hit a tight end, a running back, a receiver. You know what I'm saying? He spread the ball around. He not like Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes where they just go it's straight to Kelsey or Hill 80% of the time, and they don't run the ball.
Mhm.
So he getting low targets because our offense is low targets. Like you don't see Landry having 100-yard game off 8 catches or 10 catches. It's usually like 5 catches.
Mm.
Now, what will happen is like the Donovan Peoples-Jones.
You
He had like
happy
80
with that?
yards last game.
You happy with those
What,
numbers though? Honestly,
I am because it's a run-heavy
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah,
It's not a pass-heavy offense.
and he throws the ball around. So if he throws, let's say he throws 40 passes in a game, right? If he's
Mhm.
throwing to a tight end and 2 receivers and a running back, right? Even if you did that, that spreads out to be only 10 passes apiece, 10 passes apiece to them, and that's on 40 passes a game. He's only doing about between 30 and 35 passes in a game.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So that's gonna bring that number
when I
down.
put the numbers up here, you could see, Baker's attempts are right at 31 here in the Steelers game, and they were at, I was surprised his attempts were so low in the Cincinnati game because they scored so many points.
Because we run
because the defense played their ass off.
Look at our rushing and our defense and the other. We have a complete team.
We didn't even really rush a lot. I mean, if you look at the rushing plays, we really didn't even rush a lot. 14 plays to Chubb and 8 to Dearness.
But look at what Chubb was averaging. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
He got a 7-yard run.
Your average is gonna be.
You know what I'm saying?
And they eat up the clock too. So and eat up the clock too.
There is no secret that we are a run-heavy offense. Run-heavy offense. Yeah. Now the one difference with the Cincinnati game that I haven't seen all year is our defense created turnovers.
Because it was the first game this year that everybody was healthy.
Right.
The first one where everybody was healthy.
Like we get sacks, we get a lot of tackles for losses, but we don't cause any turnovers. Last week was the first time I seen us actually cause some turnovers, which that helps. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, and not to be, to me, Baker is he's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but he can be an above average quarterback with players around him. Like 90% of the quarterbacks in the league, you only got a few that's like, you can just put them on any team or do anything with. You got Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, maybe Patrick Mahomes, because we started to see chinks in his armor.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, the more he throw, the more his team lose.
Can I you mind if I pass my theory out real quick? And I want to see what y'all think. So a couple weeks ago, I think it was 3 weeks ago. Y'all remember when Odell was here?
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to be playing in the game. And right before the game started, he chose not to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. that Tuesday, which is the first day of Browns business days, or no, it was Wednesday. Kevin Stefanski always keeps stuff close to the vest, right? Never. He gives answers and non-answers. On the first day of business, he said Odell Beckham will not be available for next Sunday's game. Now, the game prior, where he said he wasn't going to play, he really was this close to playing and just said, I really just ain't feeling it. On Wednesday, he said, oh, yeah, he's not going to be here. I really think that when he's decided not to play that game, I think it pissed Stefanski off.
Really?
I really do. That's just my
I haven't
theory.
heard that at all, but yeah.
I really think that. And then and I don't think he wasn't available to play because he was injured the following week. I think he chose not to play him the following week, almost like a punishment. And then here's the second piece of my theory of my thing. When you play in football, you play football, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
When you play,
I didn't play it well.
Crazy. But look, when you play football, the quarterback has a helmet on, and the plays are called by either the offensive coordinator or the head coach. In this case, Stefanski is calling the plays, right?
Right.
But not only is he calling the plays, he also calls the progressions. So when he calls a play into you, hey, we're going to be doing a slant route with such, your progressions are A, B, and C.
Okay.
I don't think he was in that game against Pittsburgh. That was the first game he was back after that incident, after that missing week and the week where he called off. The week before that he called off. I don't think he was putting them in the progressions. I think he was, in other words, he was in the progressions, but instead of being like number one, where he's supposed to be the number one receiver, maybe he was number 3 or number 4 in that particular progression.
Right, or number 4.
Well, I guess this, in my opinion, is kind of what make Baker average. I'm not really hating on Baker. I guess he is going to be what he is. But this is what I want to see the kid improve in. I feel like he's not reading the defenses like he should be. Like if you tell him, your progressions are 1, 2, and 3, you should be able to kind of look at that outside linebacker or that safety and be like, okay, if he takes one step forward when I call a hike, I know my progression is going to be the 2 because he's running the post. My 1 is doing a hook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like he's not reading necessarily the defenses the best. You see, and I'm going to show you how you could tell this. When Baker goes back, he has the tendency, you can see him pull the ball and change his mind and go back to holding it. Like, no, nope. And I feel like that's what's missing. He's not making decisions either quick enough or not seeing his open man fast enough. He's seeing him too late. It's like he's seeing open man. It's like he's open. I waited too late. And I feel like that's what he's doing when he's passing the ball.
And you know what? Not to make this the OBJ show. He only looked like that when OBJ is on the field because he's trying to figure out what route is he about to run.
Oh, you think that was all OBJ?
Hey, man.
Oh, where's he going?
Look.
Hey, man.
He ran a post, not a hook.
Look,
man, he supposed to run across.
Look at Baker without OBJ. Look at Baker with OBJ. When Baker does not have OBJ, just like last week, that ball come out fast. It go to a target. He reading the defense. You know what I'm saying?
Just like the second half of last season. Same thing.
Yeah, second half of last season. Look, when Baker came into the league, he reset the rookie touchdown record.
Okay, well, all right.
So
I mean, come on.
The only times he had problems,
anybody's rookie year. You can say that about like RG3 and
no.
and
But
Newton
RG3 didn't set the rookie touchdown record for pass.
Well, not the rookie touchdown record, but how they look in their first year.
But I'm saying
there's a lot of guys that have come and set the league on fire in their first year, and then.
But there's one thing to look on fire. There's another thing to set a new record, especially as a quarterback, a touchdown record for a rookie, and it was like 21. Peyton Manning had a rookie record for touchdowns, I think.
Okay.
How long ago was that?
Yeah.
Well, Justin Herbert came and reset it. But I'm just saying,
giving him credit for that though. Like, I don't understand why you're giving him credit for that. Is that like supposed to be an accolade for Baker or something?
Yes, because that's reading the defense. That's
Yeah.
hitting your man. That's knowing your offense. And that was a Freddie Kitchens offense. No,
No,
that was a Hugh Jackson offense.
no, it was what's his name? The dude that came from the Steelers.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, because Hugh
Because
Jackson got fired.
and what's his name got fired too, but he was
Yeah.
still working off of his playbook.
Yeah. But I'm
Mhm.
saying though, that shows. And then I got to tell you, college. But when I seen him play Ohio State,
Okay.
and when I seen him and Patrick Mahomes play them games, that's talent, man. You don't do that. Look how many quarterbacks come into the league and do not set the rookie record. Look how many quarterbacks have been in college and have not been part of one of the highest scoring games ever. I mean, that's talent. I won't deny Baker's talent, and I won't let. See, Cleveland, we get this little. The nation got this attitude that if you at Cleveland and you're a quarterback, you ain't no good. They treated Bernie Kosar like he wasn't shit until he went to Dallas.
And then they missed him.
Yeah.
And then they got mad at Belichick because Belichick cut him.
Hey, look.
Hold on. We got somebody calling in. Hold on a second. Who is this? Oh, Baker Mayfield. What you want to say, Baker? I just want to thank Dame for being on my jock. I appreciate that. Send the rookie touchdown record wasn't easy.
It was. That's hard work.
Hey, I don't. So, first of all, I want my wings.
Okay.
Rob.
Yeah,
Number two, I don't think we about to lose a game the rest of the season.
Oh, okay. All
Whoa,
right.
that's
I said
a big
that.
one.
All right, Jake. All right.
I said that. I don't think we're gonna lose a game the rest of the season. The ones only, and that's what me saying that. And the only ones I'm worried about is in real life. I believe we probably would normally split a game with Baltimore. I don't think we're gonna split a game with Baltimore. I think we're gonna beat them both times. And I don't. And my other one is Green Bay. I'm worried about Green Bay, but in the wintertime. But I really don't think we're gonna lose a game. I think Baker. I love when Baker's mad. And he got something to prove, and he angry, and the defense is getting together, and people healthy, and we go have running backs coming back.
Well, let's look at the Browns versus the Patriots, right? All right, so I copied this. This is their ranking in several different categories. So what's that? Points per game. They're about even. Yards per game. Cleveland is 10th. So passing yards they got us, but rushing yards, there's nobody that's touching us right now in rushing yards. Points against, we're 10th, they're 4th. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is a more even game than it looks like it's going to be. I mean, when I saw this on the schedule, I was like, okay, the Pats, what do they really have? I think we'll be all right against them. This is their team leader. So you got Mac Jones is the quarterback with Damian Harris, and Jacoby Myers looks like is like their number one receiver. Nobody that I'm really concerned about necessarily. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if this is a team we need to necessarily be worried about, but I don't feel like they're a pushover at all. I don't know if this is going to be an easy game, but it's not going to be. Here's their record, by the way, too. So they're 5-4, and they've beat some decent teams. They were 3-0 to start. They did lose to Miami. They beat the Jets.
So did Baltimore.
Jets, but lost to New Orleans, lost to a really good Tampa Bay team. They beat Houston, lost to a really good Dallas team this year. But then Chargers, they beat the Chargers, a team that we couldn't beat in the shootout. And then, of course, they dog walk Carolina. So that's who we're up against. We're up against a team that, while on paper it looks like we should win, I'm a little concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little concerned. If the Browns go in there and sleep on these guys, you know what I'm saying, we could lose.
We can't sleep on anybody. Anybody in this league, any team in this league, including the Jets, can beat you if you are sleeping on them. And I think that but I'm hoping that they play. I'm hoping that I don't think anybody on the defense like Odell. Nobody on the defense liked Odell. So
what? Nobody?
I don't think nobody liked him.
Nobody?
I know Denzel Ward didn't like him, And then they asked Jay Johnson. They was like, "So what do you think about him going to your old team?" He like, "I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work."
You know what? I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to win football games. So
I'm gonna say this about the Patriots. If you sleep on a Bill Belichick coach team, you do not deserve to be in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care what the records say or not. We talking about Bill Belichick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The greatest coach we've ever seen, 20-year run, dynasty. Yeah, Tom Brady had a lot to do with that. But Mac Jones came in there and it's almost like a young Patriots team all over again. You don't sleep on the Patriots. Period.
And arguably the best offensive coordinator on a football team.
Right.
Yeah. So if we don't come this week prepared,
mm-hmm.
I'm looking directly at coaching, and I'm looking at the heart of the team, because there's no way that you come in sleeping on the Patriots.
Well, here's what the Steelers did, right? They stacked the box with like 8, 9 people and shut the run down and forced Baker to beat them. I feel like the defense helped us a lot in Cincinnati, right? But I don't know if we can depend on that help every week. So if they shut the run down again, you know, Baker's going to have to make some good decisions. He's going to have to spread the ball, and we're going to see what he's made of. I feel like the Browns have been so up and down this year. I don't know who's going to show up. Honestly.
You know, I think that it's addition by subtraction. And at first, I wanted to see Odell make it. But then as we got closer, like to the trade deadline, you start seeing the things that was coming out, because Odell rather be the star than win games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, and that's when I started changing my. That's when I started changing my. Yeah, and that's when I started changing my opinion. He didn't want to be in Cleveland because he wanted to be in LA, or I mean, just look where he went. He went to the Rams, right? But not to jump off topic. I think that now that is out of the locker room. Sleep was right about that. Now that kind of pressure is out of the locker room, Baker don't have to deal with that. There shouldn't be any more problems with the team stepping up and having a chip on their shoulder and being able to focus.
Okay.
I think a lot of the tendencies that we seen out of the offense was because they were trying to appease Odell. You know what I'm saying? Because Njoku was complaining about the offense for a minute. Njoku's fine now. And he get like 1 touchdown a game. He might get 3 passes a game, but they in the red zone for him to score. You know what I mean?
There's nobody else in that offense that's complaining about targets.
Except Odell, which lets you know a lot. Especially when he gets the most targets.
Right.
But now that that's out of there, because I mean, that was.
I don't know. I think that's arguable, man. I don't know. I have to look at that. I feel like Landry got more targets.
No. There's a stat that showed it, because somebody else had brought it up
this year.
Yeah.
Odell was the most targeted receiver on the Browns offense. Now, Baker, all quarterbacks throw some bad throws sometimes, but I watched Odell the last 3-4 weeks drop crucial plays like butter, like back to back.
Well, we've talked about this too. We've seen Baker make some poor decisions in the fourth quarter too, right?
But we've seen him make some good decisions too in the fourth quarter when Beckham is not on the field.
I mean, okay. Well, we're gonna see. I mean, it was the problem that they couldn't work together, just too much of an odd couple. You know, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
You got a guy who's a number 1 receiver who's not a number 1 receiver anymore.
He was more about name than substance, and I'm gonna tell you this, because as it got closer to the trade deadline, more and more was coming out. He might have been dropping them passes on purpose.
No, come on.
Hey, look,
that kid wanted to catch it. There's a couple of balls that he caught. I don't know if you remember the ball he caught out of bounds where he caught it and he was real excited about catching it, because he kind of it was like Beckham catch. He fell out of bounds and still caught it. He was excited about it, man. This kid wasn't trying to drop no passes, I don't think.
I don't know, because some of the passes he was dropping, and think about where it was coming up. Now, this is the thing, to tell you the truth. Nobody wanted to get him from us. Nobody was going to trade for him. Nobody wanted him. A good player or a great receiver, team's going to make a trade. They're going to at least make a trade. Robert Woods got a draft pick.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
You know
I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not defending Odell. I think the kid is like really talented. I feel like he still has something to show the league. He can still make amazing catches. He still can get open. He's still fast as shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like our offense just wasn't built to let him shine lightweight.
It wasn't.
And maybe you're right. Maybe he wasn't running the right routes. Maybe when Baker was pulling that ball back, it was because he did something wrong or something he wasn't supposed to do. Who knows? But we're gonna see moving forward.
I don't even think that it was a mismatch of Baker and Odell. It was a mismatch of the system and Odell. That's the same. Stefanski was offensive coordinator in Minnesota when Diggs left because he said he wasn't getting enough catches.
Well, what was you had a coach that was going to come onto the show tonight? Is he still coming on or?
No, I don't think so. I was trying to reach out to him, but we'll try and get him on here so he can, because he was breaking out some X's and O's for me when we was talking.
Well, what was his take though? If you had to sum it up, like where does he fall with things?
Oh, well, he says Baker.
Okay.
He said to Odell, he said that if he your best player, you get, and some people feel like that in football. You get your best player the ball. And yeah, they was trying. Like Odell was getting sweeps and all this other stuff and some of those passes. But if you got a quarterback like Baker is a timing quarterback. He's not. Mahomes is a freelance quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. I would put Russell Wilson. I would put a lot of the current quarterbacks in that.
Yeah, Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback we ever seen, Joe Montana. Aaron Rodgers is a freelance quarterback. Tom Brady is not. None of the receivers that Tom Brady has ever played with just ran willy-nilly all over the field and did whatever they wanted to do, and he fined them. No, with Tom Brady, you go to where you're supposed to go to, I will get you the ball, and you better catch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Aaron Rodgers running around in the backfield looking for, you know what I'm saying? Let's wing it. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't really watched that's a weird thing. I haven't really watched a lot of Green Bay games. I honestly don't know if Aaron Rodgers, I couldn't even tell you his style as far as being a pocket passer or a scrambler or
this is the thing with Aaron Rodgers. He can be a pocket passer. He can make the throws on a scramble.
Yeah. Or he can make the throws on with COVID.
He just can't. And he probably could play with COVID better than 80% of the league. Like Aaron Rodgers is a beast, except he's a quarterback Odell because he does what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
You think when he come back and he call the guys into okay, y'all get in here, they're gonna be like,
They're gonna have masks on them helmets. Everybody got visors on now.
Sorry,
we only doing shotgun plays. We only doing shotgun plays, Aaron.
Like, look, you need to wear your helmet. Need to have a visor on it.
Right.
Look in your visor.
Hey, the offensive player, everybody gonna have sanitizer in their pocket. Like,
you need to play with a Darth Vader helmet on.
Like, Aaron Rodgers is such a liar, man. And you know what? I gotta say, man, that's such white privilege shit that he tried to pull, man. You done sat there and he technically didn't lie because he didn't say he was ever vaccinated.
Yeah.
But you know damn well you was given the impression you was vaccinated.
Right.
You wasn't following none of the protocol.
Right.
For an unvaccinated player.
He saw Kyrie Irving. I think he saw Kyrie Irving being crucified in the media and was like, I ain't going through that.
Yeah, like just say, look, I'm not getting vaccinated. And follow the rules. But he ain't want to follow the rules because he don't feel like he's have to follow the rules. Because one, he's a great quarterback, and two, which is actually one, he's a rich white man in America. Why do I have to follow rules? Rules is for y'all, not me. And
hey, Kyrie doing the same thing. He a black man, so
no. Kyrie said, "I'm not taking the vaccine." He ain't get to get up there and say, "Well, you know, I'm immunized," and everybody went along with it with Aaron Rodgers, the league, the Packers, teammate. Well, name me one black player that can get away with that.
Nobody. Yep, they'd have been crucified. That probably would have been. They probably would have been banned for the year because of the fact that they did that.
At least a couple games suspension.
Has he been fined at all? Do you guys know?
He got fined. Well, so the Packers organization, I think, got fined.
No, they didn't get
$40,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that was dangerous as shit, man. I mean,
I know they went to They started doing an investigation on them to see if their numbers match what their numbers they was reporting.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. That is such. He tried to pull such white privilege shit, man. Even Drew Brees ain't trying to go that far with it.
Well, Drew Brees did something and got in trouble. Remember the racist? It was something racial he did.
What he said was he made the whole kneeling thing about the flag because he really didn't understand. But then once the players, his teammates and shit was like, "Hey, bro, you falling into the trap. It's never been about that. This is what it's about." And Drew Brees was like, "You know what? He came back and said, I was wrong, blah, blah, blah." He had you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
Hey, Rob, I just sent you an email with a pic to your email address.
I don't check my email.
Hey, Slick.
No, I was asking if you could put it up for me.
Hey, Slick.
And our thing. Yes, sir.
Just on a little side note, I mean, you my homie, man. I love you. But I had to give it to you last week.
Yeah, you got me, bro. You got me.
We talking a little fantasy football.
Yeah,
me and him, we the top 2 ranked teams.
Look,
I was able to pull it out.
Look, we've been talking to each other every week about something. We didn't even talk last week at all.
Right.
we knew Sunday was coming. We didn't even.
It was all business. All business.
All business. Oh,
yeah. Fantasy football will mess your family reunion up.
It will.
It sure will.
You be fighting at your mama's funeral. Like
I had the Ravens. You was in the league last year. Defenses get extra points. Like, you can have a bad defense and still get like 20-something points.
Yeah.
Dude, I had the Ravens. And my Ravens had 9 points. In my other league that I started the Ravens, they had -4.
Oh, wow. What did they allow? They allowed like 40 points or something ridiculous like that?
No, they get points for a lot of stuff. They get points for sacks, tackles, like the same thing that the defensive players get.
Negative if they allow too many points.
Right.
Yeah. In my league, I add a defensive player and I kind of bumped it a little bit because I feel like the defense should be just as valuable as a quarterback.
Yep.
So you get the right defense and the right defensive player, they can score just as much as a quarterback, as a hot quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more realistic. Because defense can win you a game.
Because it wins championships.
Exactly.
Well, let's take a look at this snippet you sent me, Sleep. What is this?
This came from In the Post. It's like the Dave Zone. Okay. So this is the receiving stats. OBJ, 34 targets, 17 catches. Hooper, 28 targets, 18 catches. Hollywood Higgins, 25 and 14. Kareem, 24 and 20. Njoku, 24 and 20. Jarvis, 24 and 16. Peoples-Jones, 15 and 13. Schwartz, 15 and 7.
That's misleading because some of those guys didn't play all the 8 or 9 games.
Hey, yeah, numbers don't lie.
What is the average per game?
But the question was, we said that OBJ got the most targets of anybody on the team since the season started,
and he only got 17 catches, man. Everybody else.
So 50% reception rate on targets.
Yeah, and we watched him in crucial moments drop, and these ain't even bombs he dropped. Now I understand sometimes Baker might, and this is the thing. Baker only got a problem with throwing deep to Odell. When you look at Baker yards per throw, he had like 14 or 15 yards per throw. He only got a problem throwing deep to Odell. And that last week, that Cincinnati game was a message, not only to the league, but to Odell. They were saying, man, we don't fuck you, Odell. We don't need you to be successful and to do what we got to do. And that's why that Donovan Peoples-Jones throw 60-yard catch
was running the same route.
Doing his route.
Doing his route.
Right. Doing the same route. I mean, numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? And we watched Odell drop 3, 4, and 5-yard passes. Big plays that he could have caught.
You making it sound like he was dropping them like every game. He had like one for like a first down in one of the games that we lost. And then I think it was like another one that was
Rob,
like a
Rob, if you're a number one receiver,
Come on.
That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
I
against
don't
the
get me wrong.
Chargers,
Jarvis ain't number one.
Y'all making me sound like an Odell defender. I'm not necessarily an Odell defender, but I'm just saying, I the kid should have been able to shine a little bit more, and he just wasn't. So
Well,
it's not, I don't care.
one thing too. It's not all Odell fault. It's the Brown system is not going to.
It just wasn't a fit for him. That's all.
Yeah, it's not going. It's not going. Even Jarvis Landry, right? Jarvis Landry is not considered. He's considered a great receiver, but because we don't have a pass offense dominated, a passing dominated offense, he's not getting 10 catches a game.
Right.
Because we got Chubb, we got Hunt, we got one of the if not the best line in the league.
Yeah,
we don't
I've
have
been
to
hearing
do
a lot
all
of
of
people
that.
say that. I mean, I haven't looked at everybody's games, but they're talking about we got the best offensive line, the
Yeah,
best blocking offensive line.
It all go back to the ant and the elephant joke. If you got a big dick, you don't need a Cadillac. That's all it was. That's all it is.
I was trying to figure out what's going on with the ant and the elephant, and we ended up getting into a Cadillac.
Y'all ain't never heard that joke?
I ain't heard.
Oh, okay. So look, it was an ant, right? So look, you had an ant and an elephant. So the ant had fell into a ditch, and the elephant was his friend. Elephant throw his trunk down, and the ant would crawl up the trunk. The elephant fell in the ditch. The ant went and got a Cadillac. The moral of the story is, if you got a big dick, you don't need a Cadillac.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's like some old
Yeah,
school
you know
stuff. What part of Alabama you from?
I mean, the joke is more, I ain't tell it the best way, but that's the context of the joke. I was keeping it short and sweet.
Yeah. Right, you just got to the point of it. He did the beginning of the setup and then went to the punchline, and we were sitting there like,
straight to the punchline.
I was like, all right, so let's do predictions. How much time we got left? We got about 13 minutes left. Let's do predictions. What are we looking like next week against the Pats?
New England.
Woo! I think it's gonna be a very close, hard fought game. And Chubb is out. No Chubb, no Hunt. We're gonna be using Johnson, and I forget the other running back we got. Our line is still good, but we talking about Bill Belichick defense. I'm looking at, like, for real, like a 17-21 game. Because Mac Jones is still a rookie.
Yeah. They scoring pretty decent. I'm looking at their average here. They probably averaging somewhere around 24, 25 points a game.
31-16.
They got that big 50 against the Jets, but
when they play savvy defenses, though, you can tell that they see, like Washington, even though I got them on my fantasy league, Philadelphia, the Giants, none of them had defense. Miami got actually a decent defense. Jets, no defense.
They still put 17 on them, or 16 on them.
I got 31-16 Browns.
Yeah, I'm going 21. I'm going 21-17 Browns.
21-17. You think it's gonna be another close game?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a close game.
But you the one that want them to score 35 points every game, though.
I do. I want them to aim for 30 every game because we got too much offensive talent not to hit 30 points a game. However, with injuries, especially to our running game, which is the strength of our team, I'll give up 10 points.
I take 31-16 Browns.
And you know what?
I think the Patriots gonna have 3 field goals and a touchdown.
The Pats are allowing 108 rushing yards a game, so that is pretty bad. We should be able to eat their ass up.
We should. I'm gonna say this too.
130 yards rushing.
I'm gonna say this too in regards to not defending Baker, but just speaking facts. If your quarterback can run the offense and y'all put up 40 points in a game and y'all lose, it's not his fault.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. The defense has some. We go back to that Chargers game. That should have been a win.
That should have been a win.
So,
that Chargers game, that Chiefs game.
Yeah. Yeah, that Chiefs game should have been a win.
That we had the lead in that game.
Yeah,
those 2 games we should have won.
Look,
It's
2
hard to
years
move
in 2
Pittsburgh.
years in a row, we had
I
the
mean,
lead in Kansas City
The
Yeah,
and
offense
lost the
did their
lead.
job. If we
It's
going
hard.
back to last year, that Baltimore game where Lamar came out, pulling his Pierce, where when he went off in a stretcher and came back to save the day.
Right.
Defense
Right.
gave them points up. Baker was going toe to toe and had us in a winning position.
Okay.
The defense gave that up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think Miami just showed the league how to beat the what's the name? The Ravens.
Well, I think everybody
That defense was, dude, they put 8 in the box and played man to man on the receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody knew how.
And we can play man to man on their receivers. We can.
I believe that.
Look, we showed everybody how to beat the Ravens 2 years ago when we went in there when Lamar was first starting, and we smacked them like 33-10 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's when they was like 7-0 or something like that at that time.
Yeah, and that's what we did. We went in there and smacked them. You know what I'm saying? In they house. We the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, to me, he's very talented. He's a good player.
His hairdresser.
But his quarterback style does not win championships. It does not get you through the playoffs.
And JOK is coming back.
Right. Right.
He was brought in for Lamar Jackson. That's what
because
he was.
As soon as Clowney and Garrett chase him out of the back pocket and he try and make his run, JOK gonna be right there to lay him out.
Okay. They made that man a spy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need.
They had him the whole time. The whole time he was injured, they had him watching 007 movies.
Hey, which one?
Just
Pierce
to be
Bronson?
They wanted to be the spy. They wanted all of them.
Yo, some of them 007 movies wasn't that great. So
yeah.
As long as either Roger Craig, Pierce Bronson, or the new boy they got Daniel.
Yeah. Or what's his name?
Was horrible, man.
What's his name? What's his name with the oh my God, the old one. What's his name?
Roger Craig. That was the first one.
No, not Roger.
No. You talking about
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, there you go. The best James Bond.
Sean Connery was smooth, man. I was a kid when Roger Moore was James Bond, so I kind of like him going up against Jaws with the gold teeth and Yaphet Kotto. Remember they had the black villain and
they had a movie. They had a movie called Octopussy, and they just had it in the papers. Well, I'm like, they just put this shit out like here, like
yeah. That was my James Bond, man. Roger Moore, but I liked Pierce Brosnan. I thought he was pretty cool.
He only did like 2 of them, didn't he?
No, he did the one with Halle Berry. He did one with Michelle Yeoh. I think he did like 4. He did like 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we may have lost Dame. I think his T-Mobile got cut off.
he messed around and flipped his phone. Somebody flipped his phone closed.
Well, listen, man. I think we done hashed out a lot, man. I don't know when when Odell is going to finally play with the Rams. A lot of people are predicting that it's boom or bust for them. I mean, he may have just made them a Super Bowl contender. They were already, a Super Bowl contender, but he may have just gave them what they needed because they had already got old boy from Denver, the defensive end to shore up the defense. And now they got him. So it's like they didn't tighten up the screws, man. So the Rams going to be the truth this year. So we'll see, man. Maybe if it be Browns, Rams in the Super Bowl, man, I wouldn't be mad at that. Hold on, Dame's back.
Who flipped your phone closed?
Somebody closed your phone.
Hey. It was my track phone. I ran out of minutes. I ran out of minutes. I had to put another $3 on it real quick to finish it.
Your audio was still going when it was going out. You're like, did you just flip my phone closed?
Right.
I was in a meeting.
Would y'all anybody want to shout out their social media or anything? You guys got anything coming up y'all want to shout out?
I'm in reconstruction right now, but I have some stuff coming up.
Okay.
But you can catch me. I'm gonna be on In the Post tomorrow, and I want to plug y'all too, so we can kind of they want to do something together, so we gonna plug that up.
Okay, that's what's up. I am actually going to be hosting at Front Stage Multiplex, the old Magic Johnson movie theater up at Severance.
Right.
So it's a free show. So if you want to see some free comedy, come out this Saturday. Doors open at 7. Shows start at 8 ish.
Is that the one with the 2 girls?
They both canceled.
Oh, did they?
But you know what? We got some good fill-ins. GW Nell is a good up-and-coming comic, and then the headliner is this dude named Artie Robb. And I looked him up because I didn't know who he was either. But man, this dude is funny, man. This cat is really funny. A little older cat, but he's funny as shit. So should be a really good show. And who knows, man? We might ask some people when they show up. Who knows?
Yeah.
As for me,
I'm about to write me 7 minutes of material. I'll be up there.
Sure.
7 minutes. You got it like that.
Basically, that's gonna be 2 long ass jokes, and then I'm out.
Yeah. Who up here? Got on some dirty drawers. You know they're dirty because you smelt them before you put them on instead of getting out the clean drawer.
As for me, I'll be performing on Sunday on 105.
I'm gonna tell the ant and elephant joke. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
My church go be open, so we still got some communion crackers left. If y'all want some, come on by the church and check that out.
That just make me hungry.
Hey, I've been by your church. Stop putting them crackers in the food box that they be giving out, man. And the bag was open. Somebody ate some of them crackers, man.
Hey, is it wrong to ask for another cup of juice if you didn't wash your cracker all the way down?
Right. Still got some cracker in your throat.
I got some crackers. They was pre-chili sauced already. I don't like that. I don't like.
Hey, I'm gonna need some hot sauce for my cracker.
Right. We got flaming hot crackers now. We got the flaming hot flaming.
Oh, y'all got hot crackers? Well, I don't know if I need that.
Hot flaming.
Hey, I always wondered this, man. Why they don't hand out goldfish crackers at church? It seemed like that would go real good with communion,
especially on Easter.
Yeah, they don't do goldfish crackers. I feel like they're missing the whole marketing thing, man.
That's funny.
Well, no, I ain't gonna say that, man. I have to save that for the show. That's too offensive. What I was about to say, I can't say that this should be canceled.
Right.
That is stupid. I'm sitting up here. I'm lightweight looking at wrestling too. We gotta have to do a wrestling show at some point. But Roman Reigns is wrestling the dude that's the leader of the New Day.
The
Wood, Xavier Woods. I'm like, really? Who gonna win that? I wonder.
Oh yeah, man. I watch wrestling.
Just as a side note, the Cavs looking good, bro.
No, they not.
Yes, they are.
What did they rank? 7th right now?
They rank in the power rankings. They rank 7th in the NBA.
Oh my God! Here we go.
In the power rankings, they rank 7th
after 11 games.
No, I don't mean 7 wins. They rank 7 out of 32 teams.
Right, but after 11 games, though.
But they look good. That don't mean how many games they played. Last year at this time, we was 1-7.
You can't pay no attention to basketball until after the All-Star break. I don't even look at basketball. I don't pay attention to any of this shit until after the All-Star break, because that's when all the teams are tightened up. The injuries then kind of played themselves out. Maybe there's some trades. Maybe teams, get better, get worse. After the All-Star break is really when I kind of start paying attention to basketball.
I'm not bringing attention to the Cavs saying we about to go to the championship. Y'all should watch out for them. I'm saying the Cavs look good, really good, as a really good basketball team, and they playing some competitive basketball. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Right. I ain't saying, hey man, everybody better watch out for them, but some teams better be scared, because this ain't the same old Cavaliers.
Yeah, no, I get it. They barely lost to the Lakers. They beat some teams that wasn't looking out for them or whatever. They playing some good team basketball. Absolutely.
They beat Toronto.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see how they look after the All-Star break.
They should have won. They should have won the game the other day. I mean, day before yesterday, but they missed a free throw shot.
Yeah,
or else they would have been like 6 in a row.
Yep. So. You're gonna have to do a Cavs show, Sleep.
I don't see. Here's the reason why I mentioned it. I don't do basketball at all until football season is over. Like
Yeah,
my
exactly.
son used to always be like, man, the Lakers look good, blah blah. I'm like, I ain't even on basketball. I ain't seen nothing. I don't even turn to a basketball game.
Yeah, to
Even the
like January,
Cavs.
February, right?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. But
Right.
they've been so intriguing, dude. They like really exciting to watch, man. Like
Okay.
they really exciting to watch them dudes. They didn't play well with the bigs and they didn't play well with the smalls, and they look. Rubio looks really good. Like they look really good, man.
They got so many brothers with big afros. The last time I looked at a game, I thought I was looking at the old ABA.
Right. I was
I
watching.
thought Dr. J was gonna come out and rock the baby on somebody.
Like I thought Will Ferrell was gonna come out and they was about to be like. That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite Will Ferrell movie. Is that one? That's
serious, not Elf, really.
Elf is cool, but I love that's my favorite movie. You're like get out of here, you jive turkey. You're like, hey man, did you call me a JT?
Not Step Brothers, really.
You're like, did you call me a JT?
We're gonna have to do a Will Ferrell show too, man. I love the cat, man. Some of his movies, man.
Man, Step Brothers was crazy too, though.
Yeah.
He got a new one coming out with him and the dude that play Ant-Man. What's his name?
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, him and Paul Rudd got a show coming out, but it's gonna be on Apple
It's a
TV.
TV show?
No, I think it's a movie, but it's just gonna be on Apple TV.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, a funny dude, man. So until we making Will Ferrell money, we'll come back next week and review the Browns versus who they got after the Pats. You know,
is that the first Baltimore game? Let's see.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now. Let's see. Browns
10. No, it's week 11 next week.
Week 11. Hey, man, this season is flying.
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
You in trouble?
No, his lights just came on. They just found.
Y'all keep it easy. Y'all breaking up a little bit, but I'm gonna get back with y'all.
All right, bro. Man. All right, we got Detroit and then Baltimore. So yeah, New England, Detroit. Detroit, let's go. Baltimore, we'll see. And then after that, we got a decent Raiders team, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. So we rounding the corner here, man. The last, probably 70% of our games is against division opponents. So so we'll see, man. We'll see where we go from here.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Odell, you got anything to say? No, not really, but
can I wear my $10,000 watch in California?
See you later. All right, man. Until next time. Browns for life, Brownies for life, y'all.
BFL.
Talk to y'all later.
All right.
If I can ever